Hi, honeys. We are talking about stop allowing fear to run and ruin your life. I'm gonna dive deeply into this with you today, giving you practical points and maybe a little push in the right direction to stop giving a fuck. Because guess what? No one's coming to save you, and you really don't want them to. Why? Because this is your life. You wanna feel empowered. You wanna feel on time. You wanna feel like, wow, I got this. I'm living my dreams. I'm healthy. I'm vibrant. I'm free. This is the type of energy that we're gonna be talking about in this video. I also wanna say, if you guys wanna see my funny side, someone commented on my video yesterday, you might be watching this, but I actually had a couple other people say this to me recently, that they're like, oh, you have a funny side? Oh my gosh, you guys need to check out my Instagram. Graceful Alchemy, I put such weird stuff on there. I think Instagram is a joke. I do not show up in my funny self on YouTube because I'm here as a spiritual baddie. I'm bringing you some messages and some channeled, and this is my big part of my purpose on this planet, so I take it very seriously. But you know, I will consider now being a little more goofy on here. I just, you know, I do have a goofy side. Okay, so let's get into all the things. I'm gonna break it down into points, precise, to the point. Let's get into it. My name is Grace Moralia. I specialize in trauma and subconscious healing. What I help people do is identify and release core wounds, blocks, and limiting beliefs that keep them from being the best and highest version of themselves, connected to their soul and connected to self-love. If you are stuck in your life and you're like, I don't know how to get out of it, maybe you've tried traditional therapy, maybe you know something's blocking you, but you don't know what it is, then my coaching may be for you. You can book a complimentary phone call to see if my coaching programs are for you. No pressure, but only if you're serious about transformation. You can see my testimonials below about everybody else who I've helped. So yes, please like and subscribe, comment below so that I can see how you resonate with this video. And thank you so much for being here. All right, let's get into all the things. So number one, I need you to start having more of a zero fucks given attitude, and I need you to stop putting other people's opinions above your own. I need you to stop fitting in places that you have outgrown. Okay, so where are you accepting less than you deserve? Where are you accepting less in your relationships, in your life, in your career, in your finances that you don't want? Okay, you are privileged enough to have a phone, a computer, to be able to tune to this video, so you have the ability to create the life that you want. And anywhere in your life that you feel like this isn't it, is something that you have accepted consciously or subconsciously, and you have allowed in. So if you don't like it, all right, let's identify in your life what you don't like, what is holding you back, what makes you feel small. What are you holding on to that makes you feel small? What relationships are you holding on to that represent an old version of you? Opportunities that represent an old version of you that you're too afraid to let go of. If you're allowing fear to dictate your decisions and what you stay in and what you don't do, you're gonna be stuck and debilitated. And let me tell you another thing. Fear is a generational wounding. It is a collective conditioning. It has been put on us by society, but it does not need to be your truth. And whenever you decide, I'm done with this belief system, that's when you can shift out of it. Now, I wanna just touch on this so that you can have clarity before I go to the next point here. Every single belief system that you have is charged with some sort of emotion or memory. I have worked with 3,000 plus clients one-on-one, healing themselves from their childhood traumas, generational traumas, subconscious wounding, subconscious patterns, limiting belief systems, and I can tell you, I have found across the board that every single belief system holds an energetic charge in the body, in the nervous system, that has either been passed down or imprinted in the body. And if you don't want that imprint anymore, you need to get into it and clear the emotion so that you can create a new belief system. So, point number two, stop giving more of your energy to other people for validation and a false sense of love or safety above your own soul. Your soul can only take up as much space in your body as you allow. Your soul can only take up as much space in your life as you allow. God can only guide you as much as you allow. So if you're holding and gripping to fear or the old, you don't have hands for the new, you don't have hands for what you say you want. So this means standing on business. Do you know what that means? Standing on business means I will not accept less than what my soul wants. And how do you know what your soul wants? Based on how it feels in the body. How does your body feel when you are in certain situations? How does your body feel around certain people? If you feel drained around certain people, that's your truth, baby. That's your truth. You don't need to fit and try to merge with these types of groups of things, whatever, because you want to feel a part of something. No, your soul wants you more, and you want your soul more, don't you? You don't even need their validation, because guess what? It's fleeting anyway. You get 5 seconds of a good job and maybe you feel a hit of, oh, I'm special, but you're giving up all this time and energy where you could be free in your true self. We're gonna leave that in 2020. We're gonna leave that behavior in 2020. Okay? So stop giving yourself up for others. Stop sacrificing your own comfort in yourself, your own peace, which is your greatest asset, for others, for staying small, for staying safe. You're not safe. You're actually really uncomfortable. It's not safe when you're that uncomfortable. It's not safe when you're not able to speak your truth to people. It's not safe when you're not able to manifest, create your dreams. It's not safe. That is constrictive, that is restrictive, that is dishonoring of your purpose and your higher power on this planet. So you need to decide when you're done with all of that. You need to decide when you're gonna say, no, I want to feel better. I want to feel better, and I am going to practice and exercise more discernment in my life about what has, a space here. If it feels good, and then it's aligned with you, appreciate it while it's there. If it feels stagnant or small, then look at it for what it is and decide what kind of relationship will support and honor you from this version of your being. You're gonna have to take risks to get closer to your true self. You're risking really nothing. Think about it. You're afraid of the unknown. We get afraid of the unknown, right? But are you afraid of the unknown because you're afraid of losing? But you're losing yourself by gripping. You're not losing yourself by going towards what you want. You're gaining yourself through your actions. You're gaining more of yourself when you live a life that reflects who you are on a deep level. So I'm gonna leave that there. Number 3, you are never a victim. Life is not happening to you unless you are in a war. If you're in an abusive relationship, I hear you. I've been in an abusive relationship before, and my dad was abusive. I don't think he watches my channel, but sometimes I think he might stalk me. But look, I've been in abusive things before. My first love was really abusive. And so that is scary. But honestly, if you're not at a deficit and you have access to resources, you are not a victim. You are accepting less. You are saying, this is what I deserve. And if you feel like you deserve less, not only does the universe bring you less and you get fucking frustrated with yourself, but the truth is that you have to identify why. This is what we do in my coaching. Hear me out. Why do you believe what you believe? What traumas are underneath this? What wounding is underneath this? What conditioning is underneath this? You have to go into the why and clear the emotional energy so that you can come out in more self-love, in more alignment, in more confidence. That is what we have to do. So why do you believe that? Why are you afraid? What got stuck in your body, stuck in your nervous system that needs to be cleared so that you can be free? Okay? Reverse engineer it, because when you clear that root, everything else changes. Everything else changes. You want more self-love? Clear what blocks you from loving yourself. You want healthier relationships? Clear whatever pattern, the emotional pattern that you're holding that keeps you in abusive or stuck relationships. You want more money? Why don't you believe you deserve money? All of it. All of it. Go back to the origin. So, you're not a victim. Life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. Whatever you accept, you are allowing to continue. Whatever you don't change, you are choosing. All right? Come out of fear. Be the baddest version of yourself. And if you're interested in coaching, you can book a free call. And I'm gonna tell you 2 weird facts about myself because you guys wanna know a little bit more about me and my weird side. Well, I'll tell you, I would purposefully in school, in middle school, want to stick out because I like never wanted to fit in. So I would do really weird shit like I got a roller backpack because nobody else had one and I wanted to stand out. I also would cut up pants and make them like knee long. They would go down to my knee, like shorts like that went down to my knee, and they were frilly like that. And then I would take the pant leg and I would wear it around my ankle, and then I gave one to my best friend and we would just wear these pant legs. And then one of my orchestra teacher, because I was in orchestra and I was like the best violin player in orchestra, she asked me if I was in a cult because of that. I was like, no, I'm not in a cult. I usually don't wear white. I'm pretty surprised I'm wearing this white dress because I get chocolate on everything. I can't even feel when things are on my chin. Like I will be on a date, baby. I'll be on a date and I would have no idea that I had some on my chin. And some people don't even tell me when I have that, and that's embarrassing. What else? My favorite food is steamed broccoli.